Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Shoot Just here. Welcome back to my channel. We are back with another reaction to Game of Thrones on this Game of Thrones Thursday, Season 5, Episode 7, The Gift. In last episode, I absolutely hated what went down at the end of the episode. I kind of laughed about it to myself afterwards, though, because I was like, of course, the one full reaction that I do make free for absolutely everybody has that in it. So, yeah, if you guys want it right for Christmas, there you go. That was freaking brutal. I hated to see it, especially the Sansa. Like, I swear, she's been through so much already. She's been basically tortured up until this point. And even Theon there, he was kind of suffering too. I'm not going to feel sympathy for him just yet, but I feel like we're going to need him in the long scheme of things. I was hoping and praying that someone would come through and save her, though, whether it's Brienne, Pod, or that little old maid the North remembers. Like, where the hell was she? But yeah, moving on. This is my last Game of Thrones YouTube reaction for 2021, so let's go out with a bang, y'all. If you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. Letting the wildlings go. There's definitely respect there. Maybe not there, but with Jon Snow for sure.
Lord Commander, it is my duty to tell you I believe this mission to be reckless and an insult to all the brothers who have died fighting the wildlings.
Alright, shut the fuck up and go on with your mission.
Thank you for your honesty. Safe travels, Lord Commander. Thank you, son.
These two are splitting up again?
It's dragon glass. It's what I used to kill the White Walker.
He's probably gonna need that.
I hope you don't need them. Me too.
Like I said, he's probably gonna need that. I hope that's not the last time they see each other. I don't think anything's gonna happen to Jon Snow, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I don't like that. I feel so bad for Sansa.
Theon, wait.
Not Theon, milady. Reek, do what he says. Do what he says or he'll hurt you.
He already hurts me every night. What did he do to you?
Please.
You betrayed my family!
I'm sorry.
You have to help me! My family still has friends in the north. All I need to do is give a signal and they'll rescue me. Climb to the top.
Don't tell him that.
Light this candle and put it in the window. Promise me, Theon.
Reek, my name is Reek.
Your name is Theon Greyjoy. Last surviving son of Balon Greyjoy, Lord of the Iron Islands.
He's too far gone for this, Sansa.
Promise me.
His sister couldn't even rescue him or bring him back. I'm hoping for something good, like the rescue mission. There'll be an army ready for her. This is Game of Thrones. Like, the candle's just gonna go out, and my dreams are gonna be crushed. Ah! I'm so used to having my hopes and wishes shit on.
His name was Aemon Targaryen. He came to us from King's Landing.
R.I.P. man. It always hurts. It always sucks to see the good ones go in this show.
You're losing all your friends, darling.
It's a fucking funeral. Why are you saying this shit? I hope that's not like a foreshadowing for the end of Sam.
One day I'll be Lord of Winterfell and Warden of the North. You will be my lady and Wardeness.
But you're a bastard. A trueborn will always have the stronger claim.
He doesn't like that.
I've been naturalized by a royal decree from
Common Baratheon? Another bastard.
Look at Sansa go.
Bastards can rise high in the world. Like your half-brother, Jon Snow. Born the bastard of Winterfell, now the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. I nearly forgot why I asked you to join me. Come, my lady. Your northern friend.
Fuck!
Reek told me he wanted to leave. Why? Winterfell is your home. My heart gave out.
I feel like I brought this on. I was asking, where is she? Where's that little old maid? The North is gonna remember this as well. I'm gonna enjoy Ramsay's death so much. If he survives this show, maybe that's why everyone hates Game of Thrones final season.
Still have a hard march to Winterfell, and we won't be marching anywhere in this weather.
And
This isn't our time.
if I retreat again, I become the king who ran.
Your Grace,
Winter is coming.
Gotta listen to your counsel.
better to wait for the right time than risk everything.
This is the right time, and I will risk everything, because if I don't, we've lost. We march to victory, or we march to defeat.
He's not retreating.
We go forward, only forward.
What does the fire tell you?
I've trusted in your visions, in your prophecies.
I have shown you the power of King's blood, and your blood runs through her veins.
Nope.
You lost your mind.
Yo, that's disgusting if he goes through with this. I was just saying, I'm full on Team Stannis. If he goes through with this, I feel like Dallas will save her though.
Come on, love. Give us a kiss.
Leave me alone.
Oh, if you were my girl, I won't leave you alone.
One little kiss.
Come on, give him a kiss.
I might get lonely guarding the wall.
Get your hands off her.
Sam the Slayer. You're gonna slay me with that sword?
Look at his hand shake.
Damn straight he will.
Billy, go on.
I'm warning you.
Come on.
Now you've done it.
Come on.
Hold still.
I said, get your hands off her.
You're gonna get yourself killed.
Well, lover Jon Snow's not here to save you.
I killed the White Walker. I'll take my chances with you.
Get him, Sam. There we go. Fuck yeah. And down it goes.
30. Do I have 40? 15? 20.
20.
Wait! You have to buy me as well. Why? We're a team. I'm a great fighter, too.
He's killed before. There you go. That's the only reason why he's buying him. Not because of his awesome fighting skills that were just on display.
You there? Where would I find the High Septon or High Sparrow or whatever bloody full name he's got?
You found him.
You should have the decency to stand when you speak to a lady.
You should have the decency to kneel before the gods.
I'm here for my grandson and granddaughter.
Your grandson and granddaughter swore sacred vows and lied. If you break his laws, you will be punished.
I still don't get this guy. She's worried though.
I am the king. The queen is in prison and there is nothing I can do.
This is like the most emotion he's ever shown. He's finally getting it though.
I will speak with the High Sparrow. There must be something.
Let me talk to him on your behalf. I'll do everything I can to win her freedom and her brother's. Your happiness is all I want in this world.
He's so naive.
And I've tasted the Dornishman's wife. I've tasted the Dornishman's wife.
Was that the end of the song?
He's got a good voice. How's your arm?
Wonderful. Wouldn't feel right to leave Dawn without a new scar.
Dornish women are the most beautiful women in the world.
Thank you.
I said Dornish women. I didn't say you.
I feel like he's building rapport with this one.
Not the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. How's your arm now?
You seem concerned with it.
Your nose is bleeding. They call it the long farewell. It takes time to work. If a single drop makes contact with the skin, death.
No.
The only antidote. Who's the most beautiful woman in the world?
You are.
We fight to die, or you...
He's now realizing she's there. How is she gonna react to this? She banished him. She doesn't want to see this. I kind of do though.
What are you doing?
Okay, badass moment here. Does she recognize him? Oh yeah, she has to. I don't know who this is, but thank you.
Get him out of my sight.
Khaleesi, please. I just need a moment of your time. I brought you a gift!
After all that.
It's true!
Who are you?
I am the gift.
They meet.
My name is Tyrion Lannister.
We did everything we could from the moment they took your brother.
Oh yeah.
But I fear the faith has
She's
left
got
reason
rage
behind.
burning in her.
I know you did this.
You're not thinking clearly.
I'll visit again when you've had a chance to calm down. I don't want to see you again.
My son needs me now more than ever. Get out, you
Stay strong, Marjorie. Stay strong. Look at the pleasure she's taking in all this. How does he not know about Cersei, though?
Thank you, High Septon, for bringing them whatever justice they deserve.
What about the justice you deserve, Cersei?
Tyrell's finery will be stripped away. What will we find when we strip away your finery?
He knows all about her. Look at that stare. Something happening right now?
Let me go immediately.
I am the queen! I am the queen! I've lost your mind! Let me go!
Oh my god. The High Sparrow. Scary as fuck. Yo, I got goosebumps right now.
Look at my face. It's the last thing you'll see before you die.
This is crazy. Alright guys, that was Game of Thrones Season 5, Episode 7, The Gift. And what an incredible episode. I was complaining at first about this season, maybe even being a little bit too slow, but I feel like over the last few episodes, they've done a great job of really building things up and just setting up a lot of tension. I can't wait to see what the final payoff is going to be. Before I continue though, I do want to let you guys know that it is snowing out and it gets dark super early now. So if you notice that the lighting changed a bit, I have all the lights on. I'm doing my best, so I do apologize if it is a little bit darker or just not up to the normal standards. So it's kind of out of my hands at this point, but I guess winter is coming, you could say. But yeah, this episode, I guess I might as well start at the very end with Cersei, because I did mention it while the scene was going on about the High Sparrow. I'm like, he has to know, or he has to have heard the rumors about Cersei, like know about her past and the incest and Jaime and basically everything, the bastard children that are now in power. Like, he has to know, like, especially if he keeps his ear to the streets, and he's basically, you could say the High Sparrow is on the streets. He's what's hot in the streets. The block is hot. So I'm sure, or I was kind of questioning whether or not he had heard that before. And then, yes, now I'm sure it was confirmed. He knew everything. I guess he knew right from the very beginning. As soon as he came to town, as soon as he came to King's Landing, he was already aware of Cersei and what she had done in the past. So that is freaking crazy to me. So I can't wait to see what happens with Cersei. She got taken away at the very end. There's nothing she can do. The king has no power right now. And then what is that one Lannister? I don't want to look up anything anymore because I saw a spoiler for Peaky Blinders recently. I did mention in the last reaction as well, but I'm not looking up any info anymore. If I do question something, I'll just ask you guys, because you guys have all the answers anyway. You guys know the show in and out way better than I ever could. Even if I were to read the books, you guys have seen this so many times. You guys know all the answers, which is kind of super cool. When it comes to like The Walking Dead or Breaking Bad, I'm kind of on that level. When it comes to Game of Thrones, maybe one day, as of right now, I'm definitely not on that level, and I'll be the first to admit it. So, yeah, back to Marjorie, though, because we did see her in the cell. I didn't really get a chance to talk about her yet. There's a lot that went down this episode as well. I know I'm going to be jumping around quite a bit. If you guys are new here, this is how I roll. If you're not, then you guys are used to this by now. You know how I do my recaps. But yeah, Cersei is right in there with Marjorie now. I don't think they're in the same cell, but that would have been even more sweet if they did throw her in there. Seeing Marjorie in that state, she knew it was Cersei all along. They've basically been going back and forth all season, so it wasn't very much of a surprise. Cersei was still keeping up an act, though, trying to play it cool, trying to pretend like, oh, look at these conditions that they have you in. How dare they? Like, that was too much. Cersei she is truly something different, but it was kind of sweet. Like, I don't feel sympathy for her at all when she was captured at the end there and thrown in the cell. I just don't know what side to choose right now, because on one hand, she did tell, I guess they're like nuns or something. I don't know their exact position there in the Sparrows, but she was yelling at them while she was getting locked away. She's like, this is the last face that you're going to see when you all burn. So on one hand, it's like, I kind of want to take her side because we know what Cersei's capable of. And if she gets out of there, they're all dead. Everybody's doomed. But on the other hand, she's locked up right now, so she shouldn't really be making threats. I don't know what side to go for right now, but I think I'm more team... I guess there is really no team if you're going against... Or if you're rooting for Marjorie, you can't really be rooting for the Sparrows, because the Sparrows are going to fucking torture or punish her and Loras and Cersei. I think Cersei might get the worst, because she is the worst. She is devil reincarnated, basically, ever since Joffrey took over. But I guess that's where Joffrey came from, so the origins of the devil. I know I'm so bad for calling her this, but she's the one that deserves it. So yeah, I talked about Marjorie a little bit. Please free her. Give her some water. She's suffering in there. I don't like to see it. King Tommen, what the hell is he going to do? I mean, he was complaining this episode about not having any power. We've seen it all season long, though. Even though he is in a position, or he holds the title of king, we've seen all season long. It is actually, never mind Queen Cersei, it's been King Cersei running the show ever since Tywin's death. So with her locked up now, King Tommen, what the fuck is he gonna do? There's nothing he can do really. Just chill in his room, cry, and just remember the night that he had with Marjorie. That's what I would be doing. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see what he does or what he tries to do. Like I said, there's nothing he can really do. I don't see his reign lasting much longer. And it seems like the Sparrows or the High Sparrow, they're trying to take down this whole everything, like the whole system. So I don't know if there's going to be kings moving forward, if they're even going to still exist or be around, because I don't think he wants the throne. I feel like he wants to put the throne up in flames. So yeah, I honestly don't know what's going to happen with that, with all of them. The stuff that's happening in King's Landing right now, it was a little bit of a slow build. I'm freaking loving it right now. I'm fully invested, and I really want to see what goes down. So, yeah, hopefully we do get some answers. I'm sure we will before the season's through. Like, how many episodes we got left? 8, 9, 10? So, there's going to be a lot of shit going down in the remaining episodes. That's my guess, because they've set up so much. Even this episode, they bounced around to so many different characters. There's no way I'm going to be able to get to them all, but the next one I do want to talk about is Jorah. I'm just going to talk about them as they come to my head. So the next one I do want to talk about is Jorah and Tyrion. Tyrion finally met Khaleesi, or they came face to face. It is so cool to see these two different worlds colliding. I feel like they built it up so well. Like, it is a little bit of a slow burn at times, but the long scheme of things, like, it's the long payoff. You got to be here for the long scheme of things, and that's really what I am here for. And I feel like when it comes to certain story lines or certain story arcs, we are getting some payoff. So this one is definitely one of them. And Jorah, man, that whole scene, he was doing what he had to do. The second that he heard the queen, or that she was there at the fighter pit, didn't really look like much of a pit. It was just more like a parking lot or a sand lot or something. But either way, she was not feeling it. She does not want to be there. She's just trying to save face for the people, do the right thing by the people, because it's tradition. And I still hate her new husband. I don't think they're officially married yet. They're still supposed to wed, but kill that guy. I swear, I'm not a fan of him. I don't know what it is. Something about him just rubs me the wrong way. Maybe I am a little bit jealous, not gonna lie, that he gets to marry Khaleesi, even though she's still with the other dude. I don't think she's ever gonna be hooking up with him, so I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just all for appearance, but still, he just annoys me. But get rid of him. And yeah, back to Jorah. I don't know why I brought that up. I just don't like him. But back to Jorah. He did what he had to do the second that he heard that the queen was there. He fought his ass off. He eliminated everyone, and she still refused him. And then that's when he was like, all right, as like a last-ditch effort, I have a gift for you. And then that's when Tyrion came walking out. I don't know who the other guy was, like that huge ogre, but he freed him when Tyrion was trying to break away. So Tyrion just walked out on his own volition and basically presented himself and told him, like, hey, I'm Tyrion Lannister. What's up? Like, that's basically how the scene went down. And you saw the look in her face, like, based on the history of the families. I'm assuming the immediate thought is, you're dead. Now I'm going to get to kill you. But let's be real here. He's Tyrion fucking Lannister. I don't see him dying anytime soon. I wouldn't be surprised if actually both of them make it to the very end of the show. Maybe this is the form of a new alliance right here. This is just the beginning. This first episode, I feel like their meeting was a big moment, though. Just them making eye contact, coming across each other. We've been following them both throughout this entire series, but to get this point where they actually cross paths, we've seen what they've been through to get here. So that was a pretty cool moment, at least for me. I don't know what everybody else's thoughts on it were, but I only know who else to discuss. Oh, Sam. That was a freaking crazy scene. Sam is the freaking man. I love his relationship, and they took it to the next level. Speaking of the relationship with Gilly, this episode, he stood up for her. I was a little bit worried because at first my initial thought was, well, they're not going to rape her. They're not going to put that in the show. But then my next thought was, well, last episode, we all saw what happened to Sansa. And speaking of Sansa, she brought it up that it's been happening every night. I don't know how much time has passed. They didn't say exactly. Maybe they did. I just missed it. That could have happened. I'm sure you guys have a better idea of how long roughly has passed in this show. But yeah, going back to Gilly, I was concerned in that moment that something would go down with her character, possibly being raped, and then Sam, especially after catching that beat down, because I thought he was out cold. But he stood up, he did his part. He had to be a man. Like, as much as he was in pain in that moment, he did what he had to do, and that was freaking awesome to see. Then when Ghost arrives, it's always a cool moment whenever one of the direwolves arrives on the scene, because I feel like they're always saving the day. It's freaking awesome. It's always like a heroic moment. So that was great to see. I absolutely loved it. So he did get a reward for his actions as well. He got to hook up with Gilly, and it's about time. I don't feel like he's ever been a guy to just try to get in her pants or anything like that, or under those rags, whatever you want to call it, whatever she's rocking. So she knows that he's sincere. I feel like there's a real love there, but I thought that before when it came to Shae and Tyrion. I thought there was a real love there, and we all saw how that played out, but I want to believe it's real. Please, Game of Thrones, don't screw me over with this one as well, or I will never believe in love again. Like, I'm still recovering from Shae. Post-traumatic Shae disorder is a real thing, guys. I don't know if you guys suffer from it, but I still am. I thought I was recovering from it, but every time we get to see what I think is real love, I once again question myself and question it because of what went down with Shae. But yeah, all right. I don't know who else to talk about. We've covered Jorah, Khaleesi. I can't even remember what else went down. There was so much. We hopped around. We saw basically every character this episode. Like, seriously, a lot went down this episode. It's hard to keep track. I really should be writing stuff down. I tried doing that before. It just wasn't really my style. But the only other thing that's really coming to my mind right now is Sansa. I know I talked about her a little bit, but yes, the old lady. I actually mentioned her at the very start of the episode, where I'm like, where is the old North Remembers lady? Like, especially when Sansa needed her most. And we saw where she was because of fucking Reek. Oh my god. I thought they were going to try and redeem him, or let him redeem himself. Theon, Reek. That didn't happen. He's a fucking snitch. Like, I'm so glad that I've never felt sympathy for him in this position. Like, I've always said, I would have just killed him if I was Ramsay. But at the same time, he's been tortured. And yeah, it kind of sucks to see people tortured and flayed. But at the same time, he had yet another chance to prove himself, and he took that opportunity to show that he's still a piece of shit. Yes, I understand he's a broken man, but he had a chance to basically, or potentially, save Sansa from the position that she's in, and he went running to Ramsay. Like, I'm just so done with him. Like, just kill them both. I can't wait to see them suffer, especially Ramsay. He's such a piece of shit. And killing that old lady, she was a real one. I don't really know much about her, but she kept it real from what I saw, staying true to the North, staying true to the Starks, staying true to Sansa. Unfortunately, she got it worse than anyone, being basically skinned alive. I don't even want to know exactly how it went down. Like, that is freaking brutal. Can we just kill off Theon, kill off Ramsay, kill them all? The North, they better remember this move as well, because that was freaking brutal. But yeah, a lot went down. I can't even remember what else to discuss, to be honest. The one thing I did want to mention is, where the hell is Bran? I don't think we've seen him all season. I did get one comment that he's off training. That's why we haven't seen him. Like, the last we saw of him that I remember is the Children season 4 finale, when he met up with them. The third Three-Eye Raven basically kidnapped him. But all jokes aside, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't even see him again this season. Maybe it would be a pretty cool thing if he just randomly pops up in the near future. Maybe like when somebody needs it the most in season 6 or season 7, or hey, are they saving his return for season 8? Like, where's his little brother as well? The littlest Stark. I can't even remember his name. Rickon or something? We haven't seen him for a while. When did he leave? Season 3? This show does that sometimes, where they just like send characters on their way and we don't know when they're going to pop up again. But this show has done a great job of having characters come back and return. So yeah, I'm sure they will return at some point. I just don't know when. I'm not going to even take a stab at guessing, because a lot of my predictions are awfully incorrect. And I think I'm going to go one reaction without naming another prediction that is brutally wrong. So I think I'm going to end it there, guys. This was a great episode. We only have 3 episodes remaining for the rest of the season. I can't wait to see what goes down in these remaining episodes. As always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys could like and subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I ain't not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me, then I watch you leave, let you back in, you came back in and on me, drag me along for a week.